everyone. Welcome to Heroes of the Faith Series 2. I think if we're honest, none of us were really hoping for a Series 2. We would like to be back in school and we'd like to be doing SU in the normal way. But while we're at home back in lockdown, we're back with some more stories about what it means to be a hero of the faith. Before we dive into today's story, I've got a challenge for you. For this challenge, you're going to need a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil. So if you don't have those things to hand, press pause and go and get them so that you're ready to start. All sorted? Cool. Here's what I want you to do. In a moment, I'm going to start a timer and it'll appear on the screen. And while the timer goes, I want you to write down as many superheroes as you can think of. Maybe they're superheroes from films or books or the TV. As many as you can think of while the timer goes. Are you ready? Go! How did you get on? Did you get quite a few? Last series we talked about a number of different heroes. And this series we're going to focus on just one. And I'm going to tell you a wee bit more about him later on. I want you to have a wee look at the list that you've made of superheroes. And think about who are the villains that go with those superheroes. I'm going to give you another little countdown and I want you to note down as many of the villains that match the heroes as you can. To a pantomime. What happens when the villain comes on the stage in a pantomime? The audience boo and they hiss, don't they? Well, today's bit of our story is more about the villain than about the hero. And so anytime that I say his name, I'd like for you to pretend that you're at a pantomime and to boo or hiss. But you need to make sure that you're still listening too. So the villain's name in our story is Ahab. Are you ready? Let's go. Ahab, the son of Omri, became the king of Israel. And Ahab ruled Israel in the city of Samaria for 22 years. More than any king before him, Ahab did many things that the Lord said were wrong. Ahab sinned like kings before him, but he did even worse things too. Ahab married Jezebel, who was the daughter of the king of Sidon. Ahab began to serve and worship Baal, a false god that they believed was in control of the land and responsible for producing crops. Ahab even built a temple in Samaria for worshipping Baal. Ahab worshipped Asherah too, another false god. In fact, Ahab did more things to make the Lord, the God of Israel, angry than all the other kings before him. This term, we're going to be learning a little bit more about the bad king Ahab. But more importantly, we're going to be learning about the hero of our story, whose name is Elijah. Now, Elijah wasn't a superhero like the ones on your list. He was an ordinary man who was used by God in extraordinary ways. And if you watched any of Series 1 of Heroes of the Faith, you'll know that we said that's what a hero of the faith is. An ordinary person who God used in an extraordinary way. So next week, we're going to be hearing a story about Elijah and one of the extraordinary ways that God used him. We'll see you then. Bye.